Alright, so for today, first video, I might as well start with something that I currently need but don't have. This camera that I'm recording on is a Canon of some sort. It's been run over. The focal thing is broken, so it's pretty much unprotected. But what I want to do, considering this is basically a throwaway camera for the time being, is build a little mount for it. What I'm going to use is this bit of metal that threads in. As you can probably hear, but don't drop the camera again. It threads into the bottom of the camera, so I can now hold that and it'd be fine. Thing is, this thing is all messy and whatnot, so I need to get this cleaned, then probably bend this around into like a curve or something to where that can be bolted down to like a piece of wood or something. No, trial and error. As you can probably tell, my bench is still a train wreck. Geez, that's incredibly slow zoom, but my bench is still a train wreck of the remnants of a Makita grinder that I had broken and basically fixed. So that's all the stuff over there off of that, grease and whatnot. But what I'm going to try to do is use another one of these, thread it into this, and then basically clamp the camera in my vise like this. Clamp this in the vise with the camera on top of it. Get it angled to where you can roughly see what I'm doing, or dig another vise out. Put it right about here, because basically what I'm doing is taking this, cleaning all of that up with bench grinder, which I need to get all set up. So I'm also going to be cleaning all of my bench off, because it's a train wreck. Alright, so at the moment I have got a bolt into the camera, clamped in the vise. Now I can be over here, beautiful hands, and I can be working, cleaning up the bench, all that malarkey, and then I'm probably just going to turn this like a time lapse or something. You never know. So. Gloves are in dire need. Alright. Move the camera. Brilliant shoulder. Well, vice is not ideal. That's what I have to work with, so take what you can get, I guess. see. Normally this goes somewhere else, but no, it is what you can do. So move my makeshift stand back right back here. Just better angle that down some. That ain't gonna work. So if I do that, then the whole thing basically falls. And yes, you can tell this is an old vise, but whatever, I guess. Because of how the jaws are, I can't really angle it that far down where you're actually looking at what I'm working on. But basically, what I'm gonna do is take this and goes into the camera, like so. And then basically what I'm going to do is bend this out and to a loop to where I can put a screw through it and mount it to like a table, a piece of wood, whatever, you know. You get what I'm talking about. So for that, I need this, which is my big vise. And because of how this is, you're not really going to be able to see a whole lot. There we go. So basically, I don't do any pre-building, considering A, this is my first video, and B, I didn't expect this, so basically what happened was, see where there's supposed to be threads? Let me do this. See where the threads are supposed to go? Like on this end? There's no threads there, because it broke. Fortunately, I do remember when I had like a vise that's like what the camera is currently in, mounted on a table of some sort, and I had to use like 3 of these, I think, 2 or 3, to mount it, and I did that sort of deal. So, if I remember correctly, it's in this. So, knowing me, it'd be way down on the bottom, considering I haven't touched it in like months. So. Sort of. It's sort of what I'm looking for. Not really, but sort of. Sort of, kinda, maybe. You never know. I could just stick a washer on there. So bend that around again. I'm gonna try heating it up this time. Okay, so 2 things happened. A, I didn't heat it up, and B, it bent. So, everything's gonna be A-okay. Alright, so now for mounting this, what I'm gonna do is probably put, this is a screw, that's a little mount. Probably gonna put a washer in there so the thing just doesn't go like, meh. But, you get on down, it's gonna go like, right down there. I'm looking to the back of the camera, so it's no really depth perception except for the shadow on my arm. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that real fast. Now a cool way to gauge how big you need to pre-drill your hole is look at the threads, then put your drill bit in front of it. You should only see the threads, not the actual shaft. So For instance, I only see threads. So this 1/8 inch, right about the size that we need. Need a washer. Seat, but not a washer. I think this one, however, may work. As long as it's not falling through. Okay, so focus. These are old, they're crappy, they only hold about 5 minutes worth of footage, as I just found out. After I found out that this only holds that little bit of footage, basically what happened was I went through 3 USB cards trying to figure out which one has what on it. So yeah, that's why I now have a adapter and a 32 gig micro USB card on it in the camera. Anyway, all drama aside, if you really want to call that drama, I have a mount that I'd like to get back to. Focus. Focus. You gonna focus? Apparently not. Okay. Okay, so yeah, still that crappy SD card, but here's the mount we made. It's focusing on the trash can, considering this mount is absolute trash, but it's enough for what I need it for. Now what I'm gonna do is screw the camera onto the mount so you can see the view from that. Alright, so from what you can see now, this camera is on the mount that I showed you earlier, and after a fairly large amount of gentle persuasion with a hammer, it's still cockeyed and whatnot, but granted, I really don't care. It's aimed in the right direction. It's sorta okay. Good enough for what I need it to be. That stated, what you probably could have done is just taken a bolt like this, which is 5/16 maybe? I don't know. It's whatever bolt fits in your camera. Run it through a piece of metal or wood, and then put a bolt, and then just thread the camera onto that. But whatever. Would have made it easier, but whatever. Again. Now, that's probably enough for my first video. Just, oh look, I made a camera mount that's kind of crappy, but you know, it's there. It works. Now for the next test, what I'm going to do is put my hand underneath the camera and smack the bench, because if this thing falls, I don't really want to kill my camera. Okay, it didn't fall. SD card bent gymnastics though. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Ish. Bye.